I think the Wicked Witch of the West had the biggest impact on me. But that moment when the stripy stockings disappear under the house, and thus I wanted to become an actor. I was in the nativity play, but I auditioned for an angel and didn't get it. I auditioned for Mary, didn't get it. So I made up the character of the sheep who sat next to the baby Jesus, and I wore a car seat cover that my mum made and a little calico sort of head thing that my mum also made, and I bleated through the whole thing and got my first laugh. And that was it. I got an agent in America, which is a huge deal when you're in Australia, because America is this far-off place that sort of is almost mythical. They'd booked me a room in the Beverly Hills Hotel. I was there to audition for Days of Thunder, and I was sitting in the Beverly Hills Hotel, which is pretty over the top. And I just remember turning on the television and sort of looking at the minibar and going, oh, all right, well, I'll open a little something and have a drink and try to understand what this massive cable television thing is. Because in Australia we have 4 channels. I don't mind being naked. Maybe as I get older and after having, a baby, I'm like, not so sure about this now. I enjoy not letting my problems or my issues get in the way of a performance. I've worked with an acting coach, Susan Batson, and I remember when there was some nudity I had to do, and I can't remember what the film was, a couple of them, and she's just like, do it, shut up, you just do it, it's important. When I did the hours, I think I was so grateful that I could escape into Virginia. And as dangerous and as erratic and unpredictable as she was, she felt much safer than where I was. And I was not comfortable with being myself anyway at that time in my life, so I was just like, oh, please. The nose would disintegrate regularly and had to be remade almost every day, and it took a long time to put on. And I would smoke cigarettes. I smoke cigarettes when I play, when I played her or when I play a role where I have to smoke. And I was doing roll your owns then. And I couldn't wait to get to work, to start smoking and get the nose on, which is very politically incorrect, right? But I was like, get that nose on me. My producing partner saw Rabbit Hole on Broadway, and I read it, and it just, whew, I could feel her, I could relate to her, and I don't know why, but I just could, and I loved her. And that's really important, no matter what type of character you play, to love the character, I think, because then, I'm willing to defend, fight, protect, all of those things, and that's important as an actor. That's your job. My baby's 2 now, so she wasn't even a thought. Well, maybe she was a thought, but she wasn't an embryo. And then I got pregnant, and then suddenly the film circled around, and I was like, oh no, now I don't want to make this film now. My God, no. By God, you have to go there, because otherwise you're letting yourself down, I think. And many stories, the great stories, are not comfortable stories. They're not stories that are going to make you feel like you're, sucking on a lollipop the whole time.